Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and I've been helping an older gentleman. I think he even uses a walker. But anyway, little inside joke. Become an internet friend with him, and I've been working on that. And he had some problems. I've already fixed them, so I'm just doing this mainly for him. But you might get a few ideas. And I took out the white of your stars, and here's one of the problems. And he said he had double lines, and if you take this line out of the way, that line is a hairline. Well, it's not really a double line, but I would change this line to whatever this line is so they would engrave the same. So that's 1 point. I'm not too worried about the double lines, but we're going to change this to 1 point, and I'm going to show you why I'm not too worried about the double lines. And I've really messed up here because I should have nudged that line over. So let me get off my page, and I'll change my nudge to 0.5 of an inch, half of an inch, and I'll nudge this out of the way, and then take this line and double click on it and make it a non-hairline and make it a 1 point. So it'll just look even. Then you can nudge it back over. Now these are going to be double lines right here, but it doesn't matter. They're going to engrave the same. But you don't know that there's not other hairlines in this itself. So let's take the yellow box away real quick, and we're going to select all this, and we are going to Control G and group it together. And then I can just put it in the center of the page, and he had an outline, and I'm going to put it in the center of the page. Now we're going to just take this and manually move it over. I don't know what size laser bed he has, but as long as it fit in your bed, and we can good enough for the video. And because this is the way I would do this, because you don't know if there's any hairlines in there, and I'm going to move this, well, that's fine. I'm going to click on the flag, and I'm going to move it out of the, well, let me set my nudge factor on 12 inches. And I'm going to move that flag out of the way. Then I'm going to move this completely out of the way up. Then I'm going to move my flag back. It's in the exact same spot. I would engrave this with raster mode only and no vector. Then let that run. Move it out of the way. Bring your hairline back and cut it out, because it'll cut out right on where it needs to be. So that's an easy fix. I would actually do a few more things with this if I was running this. I would break it apart, go up to a range and Control G or ungroup the object, and I would grab the star part of the flag and I'd move it out of the way. And I would take all these and move them out of the way. And the reason for this, and there's one star that has an outline, but we can just delete it. I would engrave this at whatever speed and power you like. You know, if you want it deep, I'd go 100 power at, 50 or 60 speed. And the reason I do this, I'm going to actually group these back together, and I'm going to get them out of the way. Get them off your page. Just get them off your laser page. Now, you could move this back into the page, and you can engrave that. Now, your engraving is going to be there. But this way, you can tell the difference between, because you don't want this as dark as the engraving. So you could run this at 100 power at 90 speed. And if it wasn't quite dark enough again, you could just run it again. Then I would get rid of that, and I would bring in my stripes, and I'd run these at 100 power at whatever speed. You want a little bit difference of a look between these two, or I would. And Corel should, or their laser should, make it a little bit deeper, but you really never know. This way you've got full control, because if this is too light, you can run it just again. Now that is a lot of work, but it's not that big of a flag. Then after you're all done of engraving it, move your hairline back in and cut it out. Anyway, I hope that made kind of sense. And thank you for watching. And that way he doesn't have to worry about the double lines that are right there, because they're basically one line. They're on top of each other and they won't really change any. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.